Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that sounds better. Or was it my voice? I think it was my voice. Okay. It is an honor and a privilege to be with you this afternoon. And my name is Anton. To make me feel younger, just call me Tony. That way I'll feel a bit younger. Okay? Because when you say Anton, others say Anthony, you know, all kind of, I don't want to give you a lot of problems on how to pronounce the name. We are behind the beat schedule. Our apologies. We think still few couple of people still on their way, but due to technology, but we're going to start. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we are here for SuperLife. This is a great business opportunity, especially in times that we are in. You need to find the flow to navigate through life. Times are very tough, and we know what is happening economically into the many countries. Not only Namibia is experiencing this, but many African countries with the COVID-19 and the whole employment issue, economical issue. So many challenges are facing many people. And we also understand that sometimes you have to try something you have never done to go where you have never gone. So these are business opportunities that we are bringing to Namibia. And as the presentation is gonna be presented, we hope you'll be able to look into it and find your way to navigate through these waters. And these are great business opportunities, which I'm part of as a SuperLife. I don't want to spoil much, but I'll just leave it at that so that the presenter will be able to give us more details. Network marketing has been the current flow of finance and finance liberation across the world. Network marketing is the main thing that is going to happen, especially when people are going through these challenges. Now, network marketing provides with you many opportunities, great many opportunities that I will not get into details to list. One of it is that we believe that everybody wants to make money, and in order for you to live peacefully and happily, you need money. Okay? Yeah, and then the other thing is in terms of health. So with SuperLife, you get both in one package. You have health and you have wealth. Now, with network marketing, you also get certain privileges. When you get into network marketing, you automatically become a leader. Because with the networking that you're going to be developing, it requires you to grow and it will stretch you in many greater ways that you have never experienced. So those are some of the benefits in the times we live in terms of network marketing. And it's a very, very critical times. And it's the greatest opportunity that you're going to have. So please feel free. We are not into a place where you have to feel tied up. If you want to raise up your hand, please do so as the presenter is presenting. We just want you to feel comfortable, and it's an interactive presentation. So it's not just a teacher coming here and you know, give us all that there is, but this should be an interactive presentation where you get to ask questions, where you get to really understand what is happening. Ask every question you feel you need to ask, so that you don't go out of this door with, you know, what if, maybe not, this part. You don't want that. I understand that we are living in also critical times where sometimes people come in the name of network marketing, and you have got pyramid schemes and scammers and all kind of things that are happening. You're allowed to ask all those questions. And that's why we're here, to ensure that you have a verified information and you have all the truth that you need to get about network marketing and about SuperLife. This evening we have a special guest. He's the director of SuperLife Africa. So he has come to be with us here in Namibia and to give his perspective to network marketing and to SuperLife. He's Mr. Kenneth. He's from Ghana. He's a lawyer by profession, and he's also a farmer. Now I've been looking into Ghana. Some great things are happening there. Some of you have known that now Ghana is going to be the hub where chocolate will be coming from. So we no longer be receiving chocolate from Switzerland, but the cocoa that is being produced in Ghana, now they will be producing chocolate within Africa. So these are a couple of opportunities. So Mr. Kenneth is a lawyer by profession. He's also a farmer. He's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. He's a network marketer in SuperLife and many accolades. And I'll leave it at that. We can put our hands together as welcome Mr. Kenneth. Mr. Kenneth, you can come up and try. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. SuperLife.
Life is super.
SuperLife.
Life is super.
I want to hear it better. SuperLife.
Life is super.
Okay, we're going to divide those of us here. SuperLife.
Life is super.
SuperLife.
Life is super.
Okay, so those of us here, we want to see those that are going to happen. SuperLife.
Life is super.
SuperLife.
Life is super.
Yes, it is one thing to live a life. It's another thing to live a super life. We over here have chosen to live a super life. My name is KenethAputara. I'm a network marketing professional. I'm a lawyer. I'm a businessman. And like Mr. Tony said, I'm a farmer. We are in times that not many young people want to go into farming. Everyone is looking for a job, a decent office. You dress nicely, go sit in an office setup, and then at the end of the month, you receive some kind of salary. And unfortunately, I am different. I believe that I want to define what I need in life. I set it up, I set my game plan, and I begin to work towards it. I don't know about you, but I think that the salary has been an unfriendly friend. Before we get started, I want to find out how many of us are new here. You are not a member of SuperLife, you've just been invited. Let me see your hand up. You've just been invited. Wow. SuperLife members, give it up to them. Give it up to them. Clap your hands for them. You are most welcome. So on behalf of SuperLife Namibia, I want to say we welcome you to this amazing presentation. I am believing that by the end of this presentation, you would have some clarity on what it is, what the network marketing industry is all about, and what the SuperLife business opportunity is all about. If you are allergic to money, before we even get to the money aspect of SuperLife, SuperLife is basically a health and wealth opportunity. But let me say that if you are allergic to money, with the greatest of respect, you are at the wrong place. Because over here, we are not allergic to money. We make money the way we like it, and then we impact other lives through that. And so before I get started, I want to give out some money to the new people with us, those who are not members. If you are a member, please keep quiet. Don't give any leakage or whatever. We are in an exam hall. So this money is for those of us who are new. This is your first time attending a SuperLife event. You are not a SuperLife member. This money is for you. I want to give it to you. Who wants this money? Who wants it? Clap hands for my brother. You notice that everybody wanted money. Is that so? Is that so? Everyone wanted money.
Yes.
But was it everyone that came out for the money? But who did not want money? If you are new and you saw the money and you didn't want it, just raise your hand. You didn't want the money. Okay. Clap your hands for this, my sister. So which one do you want? If I have it, I'll give it to you. Which one do you want apart from the money? Since you don't want the money, which one do you want?
I don't want anything.
You don't want anything, but you are new here. Wow. By the time we would be finishing this event, you would want something. So everyone wants money except my sister here. Everyone here wanted the money. When I raised the money up, everyone wanted the money. But was it everyone that came out for the money? No. Only one person stood up and came out for the money. The rest only sat down and raised their hands. That is how life is. Whatever you want in life, if you don't step out, you will never achieve it. It doesn't mean that we want to share money here just to showcase that SuperLife members are making money. No, we just want to make an illustration. Whatever you want in life, if you don't take a step out, you will not achieve it. Success in life is like that. Whether you are doing, whether it's about SuperLife business or any kind of business that you are into, even if it's about education, if you don't step out, you can't achieve it. How many of us sat at home, we didn't go to school, and they just brought you your certificate and said, now you have qualified? How many of us? Before we got educated, we had to step out to school. Is that not so? We went through a lot of process. Some of us failed, but we kept writing again and again until we passed. Is that not so? Yes, that is how success is. There is a process for success. And anybody who wants to succeed, you have to be ready to step out. Are you with me? So if you are not willing to step out, you can't get what you want. So before we even get started on the SuperLife amazing business opportunity or the products that we have, I need us to have some clarity on some few things that concerns life. I believe most of us are believers. If I say believer, I mean you believe in a supreme being. Is that not so? Most of us here, we are either Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, traditionalists, or whatever. You believe that there is a supreme being. Is that not so? If I'm an atheist, please forgive me. I just want to use those who are believers for an illustration. Now, especially those of us who are Christians, there is a particular prayer that we do pray in church. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You know that prayer? Almost every Christian knows it because it is the one prayer as you become a Christian. Now, there are some statements in that prayer I want us to take note of. Maybe we haven't taken note of it, but I just want us to take note of these two statements. Now, in that prayer, before we even go to the prayer, who taught us that prayer?
Jesus.
Yes. So I am not the one who wrote the prayer in the Bible. Neither you. It is Jesus who taught that prayer. He said in that prayer, there's a statement that give us what?
Give us our daily bread.
No. Give us. Who can answer? Give us. Somebody almost answered it. Who can answer it? Give us. Who said this thing? Who said this thing? Who? Oh, you're not. Who said this thing? You said this thing. No, I also heard this thing here. There are two. Okay. One, you come. The one who said this thing. You two come. This day. Okay. Give us this day. That's what I want us to understand. Give us this day. Okay, so since we said it, I want to give you something. I don't know who will start first. You or you? You will start. Okay, so I have money in 5 packets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. they are not equal. So choose the packet you want. Whatever you find in the packet belongs to you. So which of the packets would you want to choose? There's money here, there's money here. Since you said you want to start, which packet? There's money here today. Which one? Use your hand to do yourself. You want this one? This one. Everyone saw it, and you want this one. Okay, because you answered this day. That's what I was looking out for. So how much is that?
It's 110.
110. Okay, so which packet do you want? This one is gone. So don't choose this one. So which one do you want? Here or here? This one. Okay. I want to remove the whole packet so that you know that there's nothing left. How much is that? 200. That's for you. You can have it, have a seat. The prayer is that give us this day. Is that not it? Not give us our daily bread, but give us this day. Is that not so? Then he went ahead to say, our daily. The word I want us to understand is the word daily. Now, this day means what? What does it mean when we say this day? It means today. I like that. Now. Yes. We all understand this day. This day does not mean tomorrow. Is that not so? The word daily, what does it mean? It means every day. So you agree with me that this day and daily are not the same. Is that not so? Yes, sir. But Jesus said, give us this day our daily bread. It's quite confusing. If this day, it means today, and day means every day, what does it mean? It simply means that when we are praying to God, request that God give you what you need for today. Do you get it? Or God gives you what you need every day today. Or God give you today what you need for every day. Do you understand? Why would Jesus say that? I said this somewhere in Nigeria and somebody told me, yes, what we said is true, but we don't need to really worry because the same Jesus said, do not worry about tomorrow. For tomorrow will take care of itself. Which is also true. But this verse says, give us today what we need for every other day. So that means that I don't need to labor every other day, but once I take a step today, that step should be able to cater for me for every other day. Is that not so? Now, my friend in Nigeria said that, no, the same Jesus said, don't worry about tomorrow. So why am I talking about every other day? Because every other day, tomorrow is part of every other day. Is that not so? And when tomorrow comes, there's another tomorrow. Is that not so? So my friend was right. Then I told him, when Jesus taught them this prayer, afterwards, he told them that don't worry about tomorrow. Do you know why? Because when you pray for this day, and God supplies you what you need for everyday survival today, tomorrow you don't need to be worried. Because what you need for tomorrow has been supplied today. Yes, madam.
What if I reason that he could have also meant, give me the day to do with it whatever it can provide. But then he will give me daily the bread that I need. I would understand it in that manner.
Can you repeat it?
Give me this day.
This day?
Yes, give me the day that you give me. Is the day that you allow me to do with it. Yeah? But then you go a step further and you provide daily the bread that you want me to have.
We broke the prayer into two. It's one sentence. Give us this day our daily bread. It's a continuous statement. Is that not so? So we only decided to break it for our purpose. Give us this day our daily bread. If we just say give us this day, it doesn't make sense. Is that not so? But when we say give us this day our daily bread, it makes sense. Is that not so? So what it means is that give me today, this day, what I need for every day. Maybe you may interpret it in that manner, but the most important thing is that you don't pray for only what you need today. Is that not so? You pray for what you also need every other day. Is that not so? That is why you don't rely on one income stream. Because one income stream cannot supply you what you need for every other day. Are we aware that when God created the world, I think the Christians and the Muslims are in agreement with this story. When God created the world, there was a garden called the Garden of Eden. Is that not so? Yes. And then in this garden, God created 4 rivers to water this garden. I believe most of us know this story. So why did God create only one garden? But in this one garden, there were 4 rivers watering the garden. Yes, madam.
I guess there are different sources.
Sorry?
There are different sources of water.
To have different sources of water. So what that?
One doesn't work or doesn't supply water, you go get the next.
Come and take something. This packet is gone. This one too is gone. So we have 3 packets left. So we have this one and the 2 behind. So which one do you want? Which, left or right?
Right.
They are not the same. So whatever you choose, you do yourself. Right, this one. This one. Are you sure? Okay. So I will remove everything there. So that's what's in there. How much is that?
$230.
$230. That belongs to you. So God knew that the garden needed constant supply of water. So if one does not work, the other river should be able to supply the same garden. But don't you think that God was all powerful and all knowing that he could create one river to still supply the same one garden? Don't you think God was powerful enough to do that? Yes, he is. But he didn't do that. He created 4. He could have created one and still make provision for that one to supply the same one garden. But he didn't. He created 4 rivers to supply one garden. It means that you don't rely on one source of income. Do you get it? Don't rely on one source of income. I didn't come to Namibia to condemn salary. Salary is good. If you are a salary earner, it's good. But don't end in salary. Add something on the side. Because even God himself didn't create one river. He created 4 rivers to supply one garden. Are you with me? Then the richest man, the wealthiest man, and the wisest man, according to the Bible story, King Solomon, he said, sow your seed in the morning, and in the evening, let not your hand be idle, for you do not know which one will prosper you, whether this one, or that one, or both. Is that not so? None of us is richer than King Solomon, according to the Bible story. The Bible said he has so much wisdom, so much wealth. But he said, in the morning, sow your seed. In the evening, don't let your hand be idle. Do you get it? Because you don't know which one will prosper you. That is why, although I am a lawyer by profession, I am a networker too. Because I don't know which one will prosper me. If the network marketing prospers me, fine, I'm a farmer. So when it comes to farming, I don't mind getting myself dirty just to make it in life. I run a transport company, but I'm not a professional driver. I am not a professional farmer. I have a private school that I run. I have 452 children in my school. I have 27 staff working in the school. I am not a professional teacher. I don't need to be a professional teacher to run a school. All I need is to have the willingness to invest in other areas. Because sow your seed in the morning, and in the evening, let not your hand be idle. That's why I have been saying that the salary is an unfriendly friend. The earlier we know that about the salary, the better for us. And I am always passionate about this whenever I meet my fellow young ones, because we have so much aspirations, great visions, but even to get the job is a big problem. Others are already in the salary. Some are retiring. I don't know about here, but some are supposed to retire. They are not retiring. In my country, it's like that. The age is up. He's supposed to retire before you realize the age has reduced. Yes, they won't retire for you to also take over. And you, the young one, you are praying to God, hoping that things will work well. Prayer is good, but it is not just about prayer. I believe in prayer. But it is not just about prayer. Because when you pray, you need to take a step out. Assuming everyone here prayed for money. Did you come out for the money? No. What if my brother also prayed? But he took a step. Is that not so? Yeah, so it is not just about the prayer. I was in Malawi 2 weeks ago. I told people that God does not bless anybody in vacuum. God said he will bless the works of our. So if you are praying to God for blessings, before you ask him for blessings, check your hands. What is in your hand? Because God says he will bless the work of your hand. And he told Moses, what is in your hand? Although Moses didn't have money, he didn't have so much wealth, he just had a rod. I just call it a staff. But that was enough. So I ask you, what is in your hand? You have a big dream. You want to impact many lives. You want to have that big company in Namibia. You want to expand beyond Namibia to other countries. You have big visions, big dreams. You want to be one of the youngest top entrepreneurs in Namibia or in the SADC region. But what is in your hand? You need to start somewhere, and then you can get to where you are going. I haven't come to condemn salary, but you will not find one single wealthy person who does not do anything and only earns salary. Can you show me a rich man in Namibia here whose job is only to earn from salary? Can you show me one? You can show me one. You cannot show me. If you can show me one person who earns only salary and is very rich in Namibia, I can show you somebody who is very corrupt. Because he has to pass through some black corner to be able to get wealth. Because you cannot be big person. Yes, what's the name? Sorry?
Pope Kavit.
Pope Kavit. You all know him. Forgive me if I can't pronounce the name well. But you know that richest man. My brother, since you mentioned the name, assuming that man, you know the Bible story said Lazarus was always going to the rich man's house to eat from the food that dropped from the rich man's table. Is that not it? Is that not the story we know? My brother, can you go to that man's house, the rich man's house, and eat food? Will you even get near to his gate? Ask him now, can you go there? But you know about him. Does he know you? He's no more. Yes, but whoever took over his wealth, can you go near that house? You don't even know where he stayed, but at least you know the name. But look at this, my brother Lazarus, who had the opportunity to be going to the rich man's house every day, to get the opportunity to sit near the rich man and eat food that dropped from the table. And this Lazarus was still poor, and even in heaven he was still poor. Do you know that he and the rich man, they met in heaven? And the rich man did not tell Father Abraham that go to the world and talk to my brothers. He said, send Lazarus. When you are poor, they always send you. Do you get it? He said, send Lazarus. Don't you think that if you were near that rich family that you mentioned, and every day you were going there, you would have told that family that help me to establish a life? Don't you think so?
Yes.
If you were the one, would you tell the rich man, the richest man in Namibia, that, oh, help me to start a shop or to start a business? Don't you think you would have said that? But Lazarus chose to eat what was dropping from the table. He did not want to be like the rich man. Many of us get opportunities like that and we let them pass. I don't know whether as you are here tomorrow, you will sign up to become a member of SuperLife and make wealth and impact many lives. But if you end up not signing up, at the end of the day, it becomes like the Lazarus situation. You have seen the opportunity and then you let it pass. That is why sometimes many people who are salary earners end up not doing any business. It's because we are satisfied with the crumbs that we receive. So we do not want to make more. Nobody made Lazarus poor. He himself made himself poor. And people in Africa here don't know about Namibia. They will tell you that, oh, don't worry about wealth. The love of money is the root of all evil. Don't you know that the lack of money is also the root of all evil? It's not only the love. Even the lack of money is the root of all evil. That is why you will find a father sacrifice the life of a son because he's poor and he wants to make wealth. Because they have the lack of money. That is why a father or a husband can sacrifice the wife to make wealth. Do you understand? Even the lack of money is also the root. It's not only the love. But when they say money is evil, I don't have a problem. Whether money is evil, that debate, I don't want to be part of the debate. If money, whether it's evil or not, allow me to make the money first. When I make the money, I will check to be sure whether it's evil or not evil. But for now, where I am, I don't know whether it's evil or not. Do you get me? Let me make my money first. Then I will check to know whether what they say is true or not. But for now, I cannot join that debate. Do you understand? Yes. Money in evil hands will always be evil. Money in good hands will always be good. So it is not true that money is evil. What? Ask yourself, are your hands evil? Do you have evil hands? So why will your money be evil? If your hands are good, then money cannot be evil in your hands. It is when money is in evil hands that makes the money evil. So we are here to talk about the money aspect. But before we talk about the money aspect, I want us to understand what brings us the money. What brings us the money is the product. There's a product called the STC30. There's another one called the STC-NC. I know most of us have heard about that. But before we talk about that, I want us to just have a look at the core values of this company. Over there is a logo called SuperLife. SuperLife is a network marketing company. Most of us haven't heard about network marketing. Some of us have heard about it, but we have our own doubts and perception about network marketing. I met somebody in Malawi who also doubted network marketing. And then he told me, do you guys really make money in this business? But then I was sitting with Professor Lumumba of Kenya. So when Prof left, Prof introduced me to him that he should do whatever this young man is doing. Because I told Prof what I'm doing. And Professor told me that this is one of the things that will help Africa to develop. Because many people are looking for jobs that cannot be found anywhere. But you can do network marketing and be able to get something and establish yourself. So as we were talking, these people entered and they were greeting Professor. So Professor told them, take this young man's number and then deal with him. Let him show you what he's doing. So when Professor left, the government convoy came to take him away. So I was now with these people who were chatting. He's one of the top businessmen in Malawi. So he asked me, I know about network marketing, but does it really work? Do you guys really make money? And I told him, oh, it works. Sir, with the greatest of respect, we make good money. And then his friend laughed and said, if they are not making good money, you think this guy will come all the way from Ghana and he's sitting here? And I told him that, oh, sir, it's true. If we are not making money, we won't be here. And he asked me, how much are you making? So I pulled out my phone, I opened my SuperLife account, I showed it to him. When he saw it, he screamed. He said, even him that is far older than me, he's not making this kind of money. And his friend told him that money is not about age. Money is about who is ready to make it. But he is one of the top businessmen in Malawi. And he is telling me that even he that is older than me, I'm sure he had already demeaned me and put me below the gutter. But when he saw my account, he now wanted to know more about the SuperLife business. So when we talk about network marketing, it works. I am not sure whether you know it works or not, but it does work. This is our vision. What I like about the vision is striving for the pursuit of excellence in the areas of health and wealth. When it comes to wealth, it's mind-blowing. I will start to show some of you how much people have earned and how much others have earned in Namibia. Even if you want to know how much I have earned, feel free. I'll show you how much I have earned. I had a friend like that who would always debate me in law class. You know how lawyers can be. If I'm a lawyer here, please forgive me. But you know lawyers, how they can argue. Sometimes they argue over useless things. Just to prove a point. This guy was arguing with me in class because of network marketing. And he ended up calling me SuperLife. That's how he calls me. SuperLife. Until I met him at a law event. And then when we finished the event, he asked me for a lift. So I picked him. So we were supposed to go to his house. I passed by my house. So he told me, you were taking the wrong thing. I said, oh, I want to pick something at home. So we got home, and he asked me, so this is where you now stay? I said, yes. So you came and rented this big house, and you are living here with only your dogs? I said, no, I didn't rent. I bought it. He looked at me. Ken, when did you buy a house? Can you buy this house? I told him, I bought it. I got inside, pulled out my house documents. I showed it to him. I said, you know my name. Look at it and tell me if it's fake documents. From that day, my friend signed up as super in SuperLife. Today, he's making good money in SuperLife. And now he's telling me I should have forced him to join SuperLife in 2017. How could I force you when you are making fun of me? You are calling me SuperLife. Some people will only believe you when they see, even in the days of Jesus Christ. Thomas, who was with him, didn't believe. This is the company. The company is based in Malaysia, and that's the company in picture there. We have a management team. The founder and CEO is called Mr. Lai Ken. I had a chat with him yesterday and today. Now, if you are one who never believed in network marketing, you have heard the story about network marketing, you have given it a whole lot of names, it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a Ponzi scheme, and whatever, you are not alone, you are like this man. This man also taught the same thing about network marketing. He thought it was a scam. He never believed in network marketing. But his elder brother was into network marketing. He's an insurance broker by profession, made good money, a billionaire, before he even started SuperLife. So he felt he had made it all. And you know how money can influence you. When you have money, sometimes those that don't have money, you even look down on them. And this his elder brother once a while will come and borrow money from him. But his elder brother was doing network marketing. He woke up one day and heard that his elder brother bought a private jet. He didn't understand. Somebody that once a while you come to me for money, you went and bought a private jet, and I still don't have private jet. He went to inquire. He noticed that the elder brother's network marketing company had flourished. That was when he started to have a second thought about network marketing. Many people who doubt network marketing will only begin to believe in it when they see that you have progressed. I have many friends like that. I will show you before we close. So this man, an insurance broker, he tried network marketing. The first 18 months, he made $1.2 million. And that was what pushed him to get fully involved in network marketing. That gave birth to SuperLife. Now, he's not working alone. He works with the management team. We have Paul, Harry T, and Leo. These are co-founders of SuperLife. They will be coming to Namibia very soon. They were supposed to come last year, but the COVID prevented them from coming. We are hoping that this year the COVID won't be so unfriendly, so that we can have them visit Namibia. So when we started, we wanted to expand to these to 30 countries in 18 months. Within 4 months, we expanded to 44 countries, and you can find on the screen some of the countries that SuperLife is doing business in. We work with a partner. That partner is called Mibel Biochemistry. Mibel Biochemistry is a company that is based in Switzerland. It's based in Zurich, Switzerland. And the CEO of Namibia Biochemistry is the man up there, Dr. Fred Zuli. He's a Swiss scientist, a medical doctor, who have been in practice for so many years, and noticed that most of the orthodox drugs that he was giving to his patients, the patients came back with side effects. So he wanted to come up with something he could give to his patients without side effects. You would, if you ask those, or if you have somebody you know who has high blood pressure, you will notice that with time, the person begins to have hearing problem. People who have BP or high blood pressure, it affects their hearing, it affects their eyes, it eventually gives them stroke. It is not the BP, it is the orthodox drugs that they are taking to manage the BP. Most of the orthodox drugs, they come with side effects. And this man knew that most of his patients he was treating, after some few years, they come back with a different condition. And he knew that it was as a result of the orthodox drugs he was giving them. So he decided to embark on a research to come up with something he could give his patients without side effects. Then he discovered what we call the phytocell tech. Phyto means plant. So he discovered the plant cell technique. He went back into plants, researched more about plants, and came up with this. Now, he came up with what we call the stem cell. A stem cell is a blank cell that is capable of becoming any other cell type in the human body. So in the human body, there are so many cells. You have the brain cell, the skin cell, the nerve cell, the muscle cell. Just name them. There are several cells in the human body. But what he discovered is not a cell. It's not a cell in the human body. So you can say it's not a brain cell, it's not a skin cell, it's not a muscle cell. It's a blank cell without a name. But when taken, it is capable of becoming any other cell type in the body. So you can call it a neutral cell. That's how the stem cell works. Now, let's say somebody is down with stroke. If you are down with stroke, what it means is that your muscle cells are damaged. Medically, they will give you a lot of medical explanation leading to stroke. Doctors would usually talk about rupture from the brain when there's no enough blood circulation throughout the body. It eventually ruptures in the brain and causes a shutdown in the nervous system. Now, to the layman, the muscle cells are damaged. What the product comes to do is that it does three major things. It activates dormant cells. It repairs the damaged muscle cells. It helps the body to rejuvenate or reproduce more cells. So the person that was down with stroke will be able to walk again. So that is how the product works. So it's basically a neutral cell, but it is able to interact with other cells in the body to bring you back to normalcy. So I call the product a miracle in a sachet. Now, when there's a fusion between the sperm and the egg, what comes out is what we call the zygote. Now, from this zygote, this is the first cell in the mother's womb. So anybody who does not know, who wants to know how you are looking like in your mother's womb, this is your first picture. That's how we all were looking like. Now, it is from this zygote in the mother's womb that the baby grows the head, the brain, the hands, the legs, and all other parts of the body. I believe we all know this. Is that not so? Now, so this cell, scientists call it the totipotent cell, meaning the cell is capable of becoming any other cell type. Are you with me? So long as there's a congenial environment or the right stimulation, the cell can divide itself to become any other cell type. So as the baby is growing, where there's the need for the baby to be able to grow very well in brain, the cell can divide from there, becomes a brain cell, and begins to develop the baby's brain, or becomes bone cell and begins to develop the bones right from the mother's womb. So this cell is capable of becoming any other cell type. So long as we are in flesh and blood, every human being still have these cells that are capable of becoming any other cell type in us. But the issue is that as we age, the cells begin to deteriorate. They either get damaged, or they either get dormant, or they die out. What you need to be able to work on these cells is the stem cell. The reason why the body can no longer work the way it has to work is because the environment or society is no longer as it used to be. We are now in days that what we eat, or what we drink, or even what we breathe, they are full of toxins. I believe we know that. Yes, so the body is not supposed to be living on drugs. But we are compelled to live on drugs because the cells are no longer functioning the way they are supposed to function because we are putting in a lot of toxins. Now, take for instance, you are eating mango, or you are eating pear, or you are eating apple, or tomatoes. Tomatoes, for instance. You cannot be sure whether this tomato is 100% neat. Do you agree with me? Because you don't know what the farmer did to the tomatoes. Gone were the days that farmers were patient enough to allow the tomato to ripen. Is that not so? We are now in times that farmers are also anxious to make money. So it's not only the businessman who wants to make, even farmers. They are now top businessmen. They cannot wait for the tomato to ripen. So they must induce the ripening. So sometimes the things we eat, we may think they are the best. Maybe you went to Van Hill Mall, one of the top places in Namibia, to buy food, and you think it is 100%. Sister, it may be the biggest toxin you have bought. Don't go and tell Van Hill Mall that I said they have toxins. But what I need you to understand is that so long as you and I did not grow that tomato, you cannot be sure of what you are eating. So sometimes we have a lot of toxins in us that need to be worked on. And when the totipotent cell is dormant, it cannot do anything. Do you get it? So you need something to activate the cells to be able to work. Now, science says that the cell is the basic unit of life. That means that life begins and revolves around the cell. So when there's a problem with the cell, then your life is in danger. Do you get me? That is why many people end up dying, and we say it is a shock. Oh, I just saw him yesterday. I was with him this morning. Oh, what happened? Last week we were even talking. He didn't say he's sick. Maybe the cells were going down and he did not know. Eventually it shuts down. Because what keeps your life is your cell. Now, the cell is like the roots of a tree. We all know a tree, is that not so? Yes. If you want to kill a tree, how do you kill it? You cut the roots, is that not it? If you cut the branches, what will happen to the tree? It will grow even beyond that. Now, the cell is more like your roots. That is where life begins. So if there's a danger on your cell, survival will be very difficult. So that is why Dr. Fezuli came up with this particular stem cell to take you back to the roots. So it begins to work on the foundation of man, that is the cell. Now, the major ingredient of the cell is what we call the apple, or you can call it the Swiss apple. Scientists call it the Otwila scatellaba. Forget about that big name. Just call it the Swiss apple. This is an apple that is very popular in Switzerland. And these are the major uses. It repairs damaged cells, activates dormant cells, and helps to rejuvenate more cells. I believe you can see in the picture there, that is skin. That is peeling. Is that not so? I believe most of us have gone through skin peeling. We just wake up and notice your skin is peeling. Then sometimes we even help the skin to peel by pulling it away. Is that not so? Do you feel pain when your skin peels? Sister, do you feel pain when your skin is peeling?
Oh, yes.
You feel pain? How many feel pain? You don't feel pain? Yes. Yes.
Oh, like when it gets over.
Yes. You don't feel pain. Thank you. I was about getting scared. Yes. You don't feel pain when your skin is peeling. Yes. Do you know why you don't feel pain? It's because your skin cells are still active. So they peel off, they go through wear and tear, and new ones replace. So you don't feel the pain because your skin cells are active. If you want to know those who feel the pain, ask those who are diabetic. They will tell you that just a small scratch can develop into a mighty problem. And all the hospitals in Namibia cannot solve it. In the end, they amputate or they cut off that part. You know why? That part, the skin cells around that part are dead. So there's nothing, there's no life around that area. So sometimes diabetes, it could be the leg, it could be the hand, it could be any part of the body. So once around that side, the skin cells are dead, then it is difficult to regain life. But I'll give you hope on these products. It begins to repair the skin cells, whether it is diabetic sore or whatever sore. Somebody in Nigeria said, even if it is from the village, I believe we know village. Yes, Nigeria, they believe in village. Even if it is from the village, that means that it is not physical. Do you understand? Yes, somebody in Nigeria said that. Even if it's from the village, the product will be able to work on it. That one I am not sure. Yes, whether it's from the village or it's from town, what I know is that it works on your cells. So these are the potential uses, right from stroke, brain injury, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson, bone marrow, spinal cord injury, osteoarthritis, multiple cancers, diabetes, deafness, blindness. I know of an old lady in Nigeria who went blind in 2004. In 2019, the eyes opened. The reason is that the eye cells, once you begin to take the product, it begins to rejuvenate your eye cells. It begins to repair the damaged eye cells. And eventually, you see. And I tell people, unless the eyeball is removed, once the eyeball is still there and the cells are only dormant or they are only dead, it begins to identify where it needs to work. So sometimes you have people who use the product for only one thing, and they end up getting results on so many other things. I have a man like that in Ghana. A pastor joined the business, bought the product for the friend. The friend had an accident, I think 5 years earlier, and the accident resulted in his erection. But this pastor did not know that his friend had erectile dysfunction. You know, as a man, if the thing is not coming up, it's difficult to say it to another person. Is that not it? So these were friends. This friend knew that his friend had stroke, but he didn't know that beyond the stroke, there was erectile dysfunction. It was only known between the man and his wife, and they were battling it for 5 years. This man bought the product to give it to the friend because of stroke. The first day the man used the product, the next morning when he woke up, he saw, "Jack, where are you?" I believe you know that statement. Yeah, "Jack, where are you?" Then he couldn't hide his testimony. He called a friend who brought him the product and told him that for 5 years now, I have not experienced any erection. Then it became a testimony. As I'm talking, the man is walking today. Life has been restored. Imagine a man, even if it is for 1 month, it doesn't erect. It's not a joke. You can ask the men, they will tell you. It's not a joke. And this man went through it for 5 years. So, but he wasn't using it for that. He was using it for stroke. But it worked on that as well. Because the product begins to interact with all the cells in the body. So wherever it needs to be corrected, it gets corrected. So we have people who are using it for BP and it works on their diabetes. We have people who are using it for diabetes, it works on cancer. We have so many testimonies over here, even in Namibia. I think some of our partners are aware of it. Now, you see this, inspired by nature, realized by science. There was a particular behavior that inspired the scientist, Dr. Fezuli. He noticed that this apple that you see on the box there, it is different from the ordinary apple that we know. This apple is not sweet, it is sour. So that means that when you taste it, you will not have the same feeling you would have when you are eating the normal apple. The normal apple is sweet. But what he observed was that this apple, when you pluck it from the tree, leave it unpreserved for say 6 months, you will come back and pick it as fresh as though it was plucked on the same day. So, but he noticed that the ordinary apple in the market, when you pluck it within 2-3 days, it begins to decay. So he wanted to know why these two apples belong to the same apple family, but they behave differently. He conducted a scientific research on them, and he discovered that the Swiss apple contained active properties in it that would fight chronological aging, or it would combat photoaging. As you take the product, you begin to look more youthful than old because it repairs the skin cells. So he extracted the stem cell of this apple, added it to other ingredients to make up the STC30. That's what we call the stem cell product. I told people that if this was Africa, forgive me if you're an African, if this was Africa, an African man, I've seen apple, they behave differently. What is my business going to investigate how they behave? You will just say that's how God created them. Is that not how? Is that not what we say? And Nigeria will say that's so God created them. Yes, because we won't conduct any scientific research. Nobody wants to interrupt what God has created. But this man went beyond that to research, to know the science behind the behavior of these apples. That's why we now have this particular product coming all the way from Switzerland. And these are the ingredients that come up with it. We have the Otuila catalaba that you can see over here. That's the Swiss apple, comparative chronological aging. We have the grape. This grape is also the rare grape. It doesn't look like the grape that we know. This grape is also common in Switzerland. Then we have the bilberry extract, which works in helps in eyesight, hemorrhoids, diabetes, osteoarthritis, gastrointestinal issues, and even kidney. Just one ingredient, working on so many. So we have 6 different ingredients put together that make up the STC30. We have the black carrot that works on the immune system. We have the glycylin cantaloupe. We have the glycylin gliadin. And I tell people that the glycylin cantaloupe and the glycylin gliadin are the 2 ingredients in the STC30 that are giving a lot of relief on HIV/AIDS. Now, recently, or let's say from last year, when COVID-19 started, most of the medical doctors or the medical people within the medical profession started telling us that the best way to stay away from COVID was to take what? Immune boosters. Is that not so? Everybody get dumped on vitamin C. Vitamin C became like human blood. I think last year around that time I was here in Namibia. Even to get vitamin C was a problem. Yes. Maria had to go and fight to get me some. Just sanitizer, it was a big problem. And this is a virus. COVID is a virus, not so. Is it a bacteria? It's a virus. And we are told that the best way to stay away from COVID was to boost your immune system. I need you to understand this. Because on this, you would understand why we have this product working on HIV. So I need you to understand this explanation. Now, if COVID-19 is a virus, it means HIV is also what? Now, when HIV came, nobody told us anything. But COVID came, they told us that the best way to stay away from COVID was to wear your mask, and then you use what? Immune boosters. Everybody was jumping on ginger, garlic, lemon, lime. Anything that you can lay your hand on. Even people were steaming. Is that not so? People cook themselves because they have to stay away from virus. Is that not it? And it really worked for people. Is that not so? So it means that if COVID is a virus and the secret to working or fighting against the COVID is to boost your immune system, it means that HIV being a virus, the best way to also fight it is to boost your immune system. Do you agree with me? Yes. But I am wondering why, for all this long, the elder brother of COVID-19 was there. Nobody respected the elder brother to tell us how we can overcome. But the younger brother came. Within 1 month, everybody got the solution. Ginger, garlic, lemon, cinnamon, everybody stayed. Those that we know died of COVID-19. It was not the COVID that killed them, you know that. It was underlying conditions that killed them, but not the COVID itself. You know that. Yes. Now, but those that survived, they survived because they were able to boost their immune system. That is how the product works. It begins to boost your immune system and allows the body to fight back whatever condition that is worrying you. So we tell people this is not a drug, it is a food supplement. It does not do the healing, neither does it do the cure. It activates the cure. So we tell people that don't go promoting that at last we have found the cure for this. No. We have found something that would activate the healing. Do you understand? So that you don't put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. So that is how this product works. And since that we've had a lot of testimony, even in Namibia here. Unfortunately, HIV comes with a lot of stigmatization. So people get the results, they can only share with a friend. People in Namibia here have had results. As for Ghana, there are many. Some will walk to me and tell me, show me their former results, show me their current results. I've seen that. I've seen that in Nigeria. A number of them. This is one of the top immune boosters you can find in the world. This is how it is taken. It's taken under the tongue. It's in a sachet form. Do you have it here? I have one in my bag, so open this one. You open this one. I will replace that. So it's in a sachet form, just like you see there. It's in powder form. So you just pour it under your tongue, allow it to dissolve. Within some few, this is how it is. And it is in powder form. So it has the flavor of all those fruits that you saw earlier on. You tear it first thing in the morning. Pour it under your tongue. You lift your tongue just like this person lifted the tongue. Pour it under the tongue. Allow it to dissolve within some few seconds. Then you take in more water. Why is it taken under the tongue? Somebody in Nigeria told me that this is juju. You know, if you are not within the medical field, you will not know that this is one of the ways they apply drugs. There are 3 forms of drug administration. We have the oral, we have the injection or infusion, and we have the sublingual. Sublingual is the fastest mode of drug application. So you pour it under the tongue because your whole body connects under your tongue. That's why you pour it under the tongue. Now, when you are eating and you bite your tongue, can you continue eating?
No.
Do you get it? Okay, so when you bite your tongue, what happens? You stop. If you like, you can try it and see. Bite your tongue and let's see. Who can try it?
No.
When you bite your tongue, you will notice that even your brain would react. Your feet will. It means that you have bitten that part of the bloodstream connected to your brain. Do you get it? If you bite your tongue and your feet react, you have bitten that part of the bloodstream under your tongue that is connected to your feet. Because all the bloodstreams that transmits blood flow all over the body are connected under the tongue. When you take a mirror and you lift your tongue, you will notice that there are some tiny veins under the tongue. These are bloodstreams. So the best way to administer the product is just to pour it under the tongue, allow it to dissolve. When it dissolves, the bloodstreams will absorb the efficacy of the product, transmit it throughout the body, and then you are free. That's why it's applied under the tongue. Because an attack on your tongue is an attack on your body. That is why when you bite your tongue, every part of your body complains. Because you have attacked your body. Do you get it? So the fastest way to reach the body is through the tongue. Now, it's taken first thing in the morning. So once you wake up, before you eat food, let that be the first thing. It's taken first thing in the morning because when you wake up in the morning, the digestive system begins to yearn for something to work on. Do you get it? So when you introduce that as the first thing in your tummy, the digestive system has no choice than to begin to work with that. That's why it is best taken in the morning, because that becomes the only thing you have introduced to the body, and the body begins to work with it fast. That's why we take it first thing in the morning. You can take it in the afternoon, but it will not work as fast as if you take it in the morning. Do you get it? Then you take in more water. You take in more water because the product will begin to fight the toxins that are in you. You remember we said that the food we eat, the water we drink, and all that are full of toxins. This product will begin to fight the toxins. What will bring out the toxins is the water that you drink. So you drink in more water, you walk to the toilet or to the loo. So as you take in more water, you are flushing out the toxins in you, and eventually you become free. So if you are not sick and you take the product, you might think that you are just taking the sweets. But those who are sick and have taken the product can attest to that. I think 2 days ago, my madam here attested to how the father was not well, and they all gave up. She went to the village and prepared the home. You know, those of us from the north, you know, when we are here is not our home, is that not it? We've all come to hustle around. And then when daddy is not well, and you know that daddy will not survive it, the best way is to go home, prepare home, so that when daddy passes on, you can go and do his burial. Is that not it? My sister gave her story. She went home and prepared the home because she knew the father would die. And then she got the product. She decided to just try it and see whether it would work. As we talk now, the father is now going to the farm. The father has moved from the grave to the farm. He's no longer going to the grave. He's now going to the farm. Yeah, so the product works. So I tell people, even if you have made money, like the richest man in Namibia, and you don't want to make more, think about other people who need the product to get well. Imagine that person who showed her the product have not given her the product. What would have happened to the father? But at least it has helped her to prepare the home. The home is now looking beautiful. Is that not it? Yes. Although the father is not there, but the home is fine now. So these are some of the benefits of the product as well. We have stress, prostate issues, infertility, cancer. As for infertility, we have people here who have given birth on these products. I know somebody for 20 years, Maria is my witness, is that not it? For 20 years, no child. And there's a child. As we talk now, I don't know whether, usually when I get here, I try to show some evidence to those of us who are finding it so difficult to believe. Now, when you look at, I have not projected this one, but this is a family. The husband is an American, the wife is a Namibian. They are based here. They have been looking for a child, according to the woman, for 20 years. This is the baby. You can see the father there. That's for 20 years. If you are a man, you may not understand a woman. A woman looking for a baby for 20 years, it's not easy. They go through a lot of stress and torment, trauma, and got the baby. So when you say the business is a scam, I believe you also tell me that this handsome baby boy is a scam. Sister, is she a scam? Yeah, so it is not everything that is a scam. When there is something fake, it means there is genuine. Is that not so? If I give you fake Namibian dollars, does that mean that all the Namibian dollars here are fake? There are genuine ones. Is that not so? Yes. So the fact that other companies have come to deceive people and taking their money away does not mean that every company is fake. Look for the genuine. And the SuperLife business opportunity is one of the genuine ones. That's why I showed the boy. Even if you don't believe the business, there are testimonies on it. Can we say that nice boy, innocent looking boy, is a scam? No. So we have a lot of testimonies on this. The next product we have is the SCC15. This is a colon cleanser. It cleanses the colon from all toxins in the body. The colon is that part of the body that manages toxins. Like I said earlier on, food we eat, water we drink, even the air we breathe, they are full of toxins. Now, what manages the toxins in the body without our notice? And we just live life the way it is without actually noticing that poison has passed through us and left, is because the colon is working. When the colon refuses to work, it poses danger to humanity. Number one is colon cancer. And colon cancer now is on the rise. Now, an example of somebody who is likely to have colon issues It's someone who tell you, sister, for 4 days now, 5 days now, I've not been to the toilet. I believe we hear people like that.
Yes.
For 5 days, 4 days now, I haven't been to the toilet. Do you know what it means? It means that the person is taking garbage in and there is no garbage out. Do you get it? The food we eat, the body does not take everything. The body takes what it needs. What it does not need comes out. Do you get it? So if it does not come out, it eventually piles and gives a lot of trouble to the body. So what you need to cleanse the system is the STC 13. Sorry, STC 15. Now the STC 15, once you take it, if you are someone who has toxins in you, you cannot last for 1 hour. Once you take the product, within 30 minutes to 1 hour, you will rush and look for the toilet. So I tell people, before you take the product, check where you are. So that you don't embarrass yourself. Oh, I tried it on a friend in Ghana. I forgot to tell him that he needs to take it at night because the nature of his work, he can't take it during work. And my friend thought it was something that he could go use it in the office. And you know how the salary workers are. Pour something in the office, drink it like juice, and you are talking to your clients. So that's what he was doing. And I actually forgot to tell him. So when he did that, they called for board meeting. He went for board meeting. He was the chairman. They started board meeting. The stomach started turning. He excused them. He rushed to the toilet. He finished. He came back, sat down. 2 minutes. He started going back. He came back. According to him, he went 5 times. So he finally had to excuse the board, and he was just by the toilet. When he told me, I regretted for not telling him that he should have used it at night because I know the nature of his work. So I tell people that for this product, as for the other one, you can use it early in the morning, nothing will happen to you. But for this one, if you know you haven't detoxified for a long time, the best time to take it is at night when you are home. Because you know when there's trouble, you know where your toilet is. But assuming you are a driver and you take this product, and you are by the roadside and the traffic lights is red or is green and the thing begins to boil, it can cause a lot of discomfort. So the best time to take it is at night. So it also have other ingredients. We have the corn-soluble fiber, we have the chlorophyll, we have the almond extract, we have the beetroot. I believe most of us know of the beetroot. We have the aloe vera, we have the astaxanthin, we have the grape seed. Now, people eat grape and throw the seed away. But the seed is even more important than the fruits. Yes. So maybe we should begin to eat everything. Yes, so that is how this one with grape seed and then the psyllium husk. So that put together makes the SCC 15. It is not poured under the tongue. Pour it in a glass of water, preferably cold water. It's taken like juice. So people like to drink juice when it's cold. So preferably cold water. It's not bitter. Stir it and you drink. So aside cleansing the colon, it also purifies the blood. It maintains healthy colon, improves digestion, supports liver detoxification, regulates blood glucose level. So that is how this product works. The next product is what we call the SIC. Now, aside the SCC 15, there's another one coming on board. That one is going to be a jackpot in SuperLife. So if you're a SuperLife member, especially those of us within the SADC region, it is going to bring a lot of money. That product is what we call the fat shredder. The pack is also just like the SCC 15, but we call it SCC Plus. So that one, aside the column, it shreds fat. It helps you to slim down very fast. And so far, it's the fastest weight loss product that we have in the market. We launched this one in February this year. And I was telling partners that the scientist behind these products, what he does is that he studies other products in the markets before he launches his own. So he makes sure that by the time he's launching his product, it beats a lot of products already in the market. This is the fastest one. People who have used it can testify. This guy and that guy don't know this person you brought. They will earn money from his efforts. Do you get it? That means that 1, 2, 3 are earning from your effort because it is your effort that brought this guy. Do you understand? So you are not only earning from their effort. Anytime you work, they also earn from your effort. That is the parent bonus. Let's look at the super scenario. So it works on the fat, that's the SCC plus. So from next week on, Namibia will have that product, and then you can market. That's what I'm saying, that it's going to be one of the biggest jackpots for people, because we are in times that nobody wants to grow fat. No, those days that our forefathers were there, they used to tell us that the fatter you are, the wealthier you become. Is that not so? Now people have become fatter, there's nothing to show. So people have given up, they are reversing. Nobody wants to grow fat again. This product, that fat shredder, will be a bigger news in the industry. This is the SIC. The SIC simply means SuperLife Immune Care. This is an immune booster. It boosts the immune system. And thank God, SuperLife is always ahead of its time. Before COVID-19 came, this product was there. And people who have had COVID and used this product can testify how it works, because it works on the immune system very well. Now, so it also has its ingredients up there. Aside working on the immune system, it boosts the energy level. It helps in improving gut health, helps in liver detoxification, normalizes blood glucose level. That means it's also good for people who are diabetic. It prevents biochemical imbalance, and then it strengthens the immune system. This is a product that almost everybody should use, especially in times like this. Then the next product, we call it the SNC, SuperLife Neuron Care. It works on the neuron. It works on the brain. It works basically on the cognitive function of the body. So it is able to, it enhances vision, it improves memory. You know, as we age, we begin to lose our memory. It's not only those who age, even children. Sometimes you see parents beating their children because they haven't performed well. Some of the children, they are really innocent. It's not because they did not perform well, it's because they need to enhance their memory. So this is a product that can also help them. So I tell parents, it's not every child you beat when they don't perform in class. Maybe that child you are beating is just innocent. You need to help the child in his brain development, so he could perform well in class. We are in times that we no longer beat children. So this product would help to enhance memory. It aids in cognitive function, and it supports brain development. It has been proven to help in children who have cerebral palsy, children who are autistic and all that. This product works. So it's not only on adults, it works even on children as well. So this is an amazing product that helps, especially people who have stroke. You know, stroke does not begin from anywhere. It begins from the brain, when there's a rupture in the brain. So people who have stroke easily lose their memory. They forget almost everything. So what you need to help them is the SNC. So the SNC is good. So don't only use STC30 to help stroke patients. You need to help them to get back their memory. People fall sick and they forget about all the faces of their family members. It doesn't happen here. Yeah, so you need this to help them so that they could get back their memory. Then these are also the ingredients that make up the product. The soft copy of this presentation can be made available to anybody who needs it right after the presentation, or you contact the one that invited you. The person will send it on WhatsApp for you. Then we have the last product, which is the Golden Coffee. This works very well as well. The Golden Coffee helps in relieving stress. It helps to improve joint pains, asthma, deep wounds. It removes inflammation. It also helps to improve the lungs and respiratory health, cardiovascular. When you say cardiovascular, we mean heart-related conditions. So it is not coffee that has caffeine. You know, when we talk of coffee, what comes to our mind is caffeine. This one is medicinal. So I call it medicinal coffee. It does not have the caffeine we are thinking about. It has health solution for people who use it. Thankfully, I think I'm the happiest person to have this, to see this, because those that know me, they know that I don't joke with coffee. The smell of coffee can mislead me. Yeah, so when this one came, I told myself that I would break away from coffee and gradually move into SuperLife Coffee. It works very well. It works on even the liver. It helps to prevent cancer. So this caffeine is not the one we know. It improves libido. Imagine a man who is sitting by your wife. You cannot do anything. The wife is not feeling anything. The man is not feeling anything. Take SuperLife caffeine. You will feel more than anything. Do you understand? Yes. So it helps in boosting libido. It helps in anti-aging. It has also been proven to help men who have low sperm count. The man is there, very fine, energetic. He can perform well, but the sperm count is low. Do you understand? Yeah. So the wife is waiting for pregnancy, is not coming. But the man is very strong, energetic, fine man. When it comes to action, he's an action man. When it comes to dropping the thing, it's low. Do you get it? Yeah. You need the caffeine to help boost the development of more sperm, so that eventually you'll be able to give birth to the babies that you want to. Then we have the hair growth formula. For people who want to regrow their hair, you've lost your hair, you can regrow your hair. We have the recovery cream. The recovery cream, all these are products yet to be launched. SuperLife is a new company. So it is good that you are hearing of it. If this is the first time you are hearing of it, this is the best time because it's a very new company. So we are still launching the products as we finish our R&D. So the moment we do our research and development, we launch products. So the recovery cream will be launched. It gives instant relief to pain. Those of us who like to watch football, you will notice that when a footballer gets injured on the pitch, they carry him out for just 2 seconds or 3 seconds, and then he runs back. Is that not so? Some of the pain is not because they are faking. Some of the pain is real pain. Is that not it? Yes. What you notice that when they carry the footballer out, they spray some things on that part of the injury, and the person is able to go back to play the same match. That product sprayed on the footballer is a product that gives instant relief to pain. This one works just like that. It gives instant relief to pain. So we call it a SuperLife recovery cream. Then we have the skincare, which helps people to reverse the biological clock. I tell people that as we age in life, we begin to lose our original color. Are we aware? The color, your color from childhood is not the same color today, unless we are bleaching. But if we are not bleaching and we are maintaining the same color from childhood, you will notice, when you take your childhood picture, you will notice that you were a fine boy. I took my childhood picture, I didn't like my current look, because I was more of a fine boy than I am today. And my mother, as for my mother, he makes fun of me by telling me I don't bath. But you know, boys, we don't even like to bath. I don't know of Namibian boys. But it's all like that. But it's not because I don't bath. It's because of aging. As you begin to age, you lose your original color. The product helps you to be able to reverse back. It is not a bleaching product. It gives you the natural look. I know as for those of us who are men, we wouldn't bother about this one. For women, they don't joke with their looks. That is why a woman can spend 3 minutes bathing and spend 1 hour dressing. Do you understand? Yes, so it's because they don't joke with their looks. So this product is also going to help us a lot. And I tell businessmen in SuperLife that particular product will give us more money because there are more women than men. Is that not so? If it was only men, yes, madam.
Okay, the skincare product, does it help with like acne and all that?
Come again?
With acne, the way that we should.
Acne, yes. It is a skin care. So it is not just one particular. You notice that there are 3 different types. So you will have your acne or whatever skin product, skin condition that you need to work on. Aside that, don't forget that we also have the STC30, which works on the skin cell. Do you understand? Now, people who have skin conditions sometimes forget that the skin condition needs an inside-out approach to be dealt with. You have skin condition and you are busy buying cream to apply, but you have forgotten that it came from the inside. Do you get it? So you can buy the cream and apply it. After 2-3 weeks, the thing will come back. It's because you have not applied, you have not dealt with what is coming from inside. That is why the STC30 would help work that for you. But this one is only going to give you the polished look that you need. Do you understand? Madam, you get me? So you will get your acne product or solution that you need. The products are insured with 1 million Malaysian ringgit. That is equivalent to 450,000 US dollars. So each product is insured. You don't need to be bothered whether there will be side effects. Once you use the product and there's a proof that you have had side effects from the product, there is an insurance cover for you. The insurance cover is 450,000 US dollars. Nobody or no company will put 450,000 US dollars on a product that they don't trust. Do you get it? Yes, because that's a huge risk. I am putting 450,000 US dollars on insurance, and every year I am renewing that insurance, hoping that if somebody gets side effects, that insurance cover will take care of the person. If you are not sure about your product, you won't do that. And since we started this, nobody has been able to come up with side effects because the products are supposed to be 100% natural. Now, we are what we call the Direct Selling Association. Now, the Direct Selling Association is a global body that monitors the activities of network marketing companies and determines which one is a scam and which one is a Ponzi scheme. Do you understand me? Now, SuperLife is a member of the Direct Selling Association. Now, we got our Malaysian certification from them, meaning that they have done their research on the background of SuperLife and given us our certificate, clearing us that we are not a Ponzi scheme, neither are we a pyramid scheme or a scam. So, when we start the money aspect, I will prove to you that SuperLife is not one of those other pyramid schemes. We are what we call the state-of-the-art IT system. Now, when you become a member, a back office will be created in the company's website in your name. You can access it 24/7. The security encryption is very strong. Nobody can log into your account unless you provide the person your login details. So you can always log in to check how your business is doing, the amount of money you are making, and all that. That's how this one is. Now, whenever you are starting a business, what do? You do what we call feasibility study. Is that not so? You do feasibility study to be sure whether the business that you are engaged in will stand the test of time. Is that not so? You want to set up a shop around Avani Hotel, or you want to set up a shop around Van Hill Mall. You have to check to be sure whether the things you are buying, people will buy it. Is that not so? Yes. SuperLife equally did the same thing. Assuming that you want to start selling pork. I believe you know pork. Meat from pig. We call it pork. Sister, if you go to sell pork in a Muslim-dominated area, will you make money?
No.
Why won't you make money? Because the Muslims don't eat pork. So if you go and set up a pork business there, you have done your wrong studies. Do you get it? So SuperLife equally did their feasibility studies to be sure that the business that they are engaged in, it can actually stand the test of time. And when you look at the global health and wellness industry, this industry made $1 trillion US in 2017. That was the year we started. And SuperLife belongs to this industry because the products we are promoting all have to do with health and wellness. Do you get it? So it means that if anybody gets on board SuperLife and does the business well, you can make a lot of money because this industry is making a lot of money. Now, the next industry that is making money is the global skincare industry. Everybody is now careful about their skin. Not even men joke with their skin these days. Do you get it? So this industry makes $115 billion, not million, $billion every year. And SuperLife belongs there because our STC30 have the ability to work on the skin cells. And we have other skincare products underway. Then we also have the global network marketing industry. where you invite me, I invite you, I invite him, and we all team up and work together. This industry alone makes 180 billion, not million, $billion annually. And SuperLife belongs there because we're a network marketing company. What I try to let people understand is that we are a different network marketing company. We are molded. We have a different model. This model is not a model that you move from one place to the other to sell products. If selling was everything about SuperLife, then I would have preferred being in court because I spent so many years studying to become a lawyer. But you don't have to sell. Selling is not compulsory. You can sell if you have time to sell. If you don't have time to sell, you can build your business and make money. I will prove that because I am a living testimony of how one can make money from January to April, over $100,000 without selling. I can prove that as we move on. Then we have the global weight loss industry. Everybody now wants to manage the weight. Even if you are slim and after some few days you notice that you have put on weight, you want to check it. Is that not so? We are in times that people are ever looking for ways to manage their weights. It means that it is good money for us. So as we are getting our fat shredder, we are in days of bumper harvest. Anybody who plugs into the SuperLife business can make good money because people are looking for ways to shred fat. Even if you are like me, you are still looking for ways to manage so that you don't grow beyond. This industry makes five. It's not true. Businesses don't target people. It's not all businesses. And I asked him to show me one. He said veterinary service. Do you know veterinary service? Do you have them here?
Yes.
The veterinary service. Those services that take care of animals. And he told me that their target is not people. So I asked him, have you ever seen an animal, a goat, going to the veterinary service for treatment? Have you ever seen a dog going to the veterinary service for treatment? Who takes them there? It's people. So every business targets people. Even government business, they target people. Government will tell you they are working for people, but they are working for the public and all that. It's people. So network marketing targets people. But they don't target everybody. You don't need to bring the whole world on board. We are getting to the aspect of how you can make money in SuperLife. If you are here because you want to make money in SuperLife, this is the most exciting part, where you can make good money in SuperLife. So before we even get there, I want to give you a teaser on how money can be earned so that we get there. Sister, you are close. I didn't like sitting in front in class. I like to sit at the back. Those who sit in front, they answer all the questions. So, which name are you seeing?
Kenneth.
Okay. The other one is very long. You can't pronounce it. So just one name.
Kenneth.
Okay. Okay. So can you see the months here, the dates?
2020, January the 1st. To April 3rd, the 30th.
April 30th. How much is this? Can you mention? 183,000. 969. That is not in Namibia. Okay. That is not in Namibian dollars. That is in US dollars. Do you get it? In 4 months, I can show it to everyone, and I will not project it. This one that I showed you, I cannot try it in Nigeria. If you try it, they'll kidnap you. Do you get it? But I know here is safe because there are no kidnappers here. People make good money in network marketing. You only need patience to understand how it works. If you are here, you have not done network marketing, all this while you have been hearing about it, I beg you in the name of God, take your time today. Just understand how it works. I'm not saying you do it. You just hear, and then you understand how it works. Whether you want to do it or not, we need you to just understand how it works. Now, how to become a member? You can become a member by coming on board any of the packages. We have the starter package, the star package, the supreme package, or the super package. The starter package is 1,200 Namibian dollars, and then you'll be given one box. The one box is there. You'll be given one box of STC 30. You can choose to come on the star package, $2,400. That's Namibian dollars. You'll be given 2 boxes of this. When you come on the supreme package, $10,500 Namibian dollars, you are given 10 boxes. when you come on super package, 21,000 Namibian dollars, you are given 22 boxes. Do you get me? Yes. Now, it means that any package you come on board, it comes with complementary products. So you can choose to use the product if you like. You can choose to sell them if you have time to sell. If you don't have time to sell, the one who brought you, contact that person. They know people within the team that will take those products, help you sell them and give you your money. Do you understand? You don't need to force yourself to be imagining how to do the business. There are already people in the business who can guide you on how to do the business. So I tell people who think that it is difficult. It is difficult because that is how you think. But when you get on board, there are people who are already on board before you, and they know the inside out of the business. They will guide you to also do the business and make your money. Now, people think that because we said network, money is in people. The more people you bring, then the more money you make. It's not true. The amount of money that she mentioned, from January till April, is only one person that I signed up. I did not introduce anybody, but I'm able to make money from the business. It is called leveraging. I earn money from you, you earn money from my efforts. So if myself and you know that we earn money from our efforts, what do? We team up together. That's all. So the business works on leveraging. Now, there are 8 income streams or 8 different ways you can make money in SuperLife. You can make money on all the 8 ways. You can make money on some of them, depending on your package and how you do your business. Now, the 4th income stream is called the pairing bonus. I just want to highlight on that one before we proceed. Now, on pairing bonus alone, any of the packages that you come on board, you can make money on pairing bonus. Now, the higher your package, the higher your earning potential. The lower your package, the lower your earning potential. Now, I tell people that come on the package you can afford. If you can afford starter or star, come on that. If you can afford super, it's the best. Because the super package helps you to earn faster. You don't delay in earning like the one who's lower. But they are all still valid packages in SuperLife. The only difference is just the higher your package, the higher your earning potential. But if you ask me, which one is the best package? I'll tell you the super package is the best package. Because our name is called SuperLife, not Starter Life. Do you get it? And not Star Life. It's called SuperLife. So if you can afford super, don't waste your time starting on the lower package. Go straight to super. If you can't afford super, don't worry yourself going to borrow money from the bank. Come on a package you can afford. We will team up. There's room for upgrade. If you are earning on pairing bonus as a starter, you can earn 752 Namibian dollars a day. When you multiply this by 30 days in a month, because in a month it has basically 30 days, to give you 22,560 Namibian dollars. If you are a star, pairing bonus alone can give you 240 Namibian dollars. If you are earning this continuously for a month, that is 67,200 Namibian dollars. If you are a supreme package, you earn up to infinity. If you are a super package, you earn up to infinity. You earn up to infinity because the first 2 packages, there is a limit beyond which they cannot earn. Are you with me? But the last 2 packages, there is no limits. You can earn on any package that, you can earn on any activity that comes in your team. So long as there's activity, you will earn. Even if it's 1 million pairs a day, you will earn on all the 1 million pairs. So I'll be getting to that pairing income stream. The first income stream, we call it the Global Crown Bonus Pool. Now, in SuperLife, as you earn money, it records the amount of money you are earning. Although you can be cashing the money you are earning, but there's a record or a history of your earnings. As you are able to earn a cumulative of $100,000 minimum, you qualify to join the Global Crown Bonus Pool. Now, what happens is that when you earn a minimum of $100,000 or above, the company at the end of the year, at the end of every year, they calculate their total profits and take 10% of their profits. They share it among those who have earned a minimum of $100,000 US. So we call that one Global Crown Bonus Pool. We have people in Namibia who are approaching this. Somebody is hitting that one here, right here. I think within the next few weeks. Maria Lukas is sitting here. She's hitting this Crown Bonus Pool within the next few weeks. That means that by the end of the year, she will enjoy the 10% profit from the company. We have about, is it three others in Namibia who are just approaching this one. So it is not an income stream that other countries earn, even in Namibia here, right? Maria, can you raise your hand? People who don't know you, she's the one here. Yes, she's approaching this $100,000 US. You know how I met her? I met her on Facebook. So the network marketing is not rocket science where you are imagining how to get the people. No. When I met her on Facebook, she thought I was a scammer. But I didn't know everybody in the whole world. I believe most of you did not know me. Is that not so? But I knew somebody who knew you. So in network marketing, you just invite those you know. Those you know, they know those you don't know. By the time you know it, you are connecting to a network of friends. So that is the Global Crown Bonus Pool. The next income stream, we call it the key-in bonus. Key-in bonus simply means you are playing an administrative role for the company. So let's say, brother, you are a member of SuperLife. I now want to join. I'm not a member. I want to join. I give you my name, my date of birth, email address, all that you need. All you need to do is take your phone or your laptop or whatever, log into your SuperLife account, type in those details into the system to register me officially as a member. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to do that. By doing that, you get paid some money. That money, we call it key-in bonus because you are keying me into the system. It takes 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on how fast your network is. So to earn key-in bonus, you must be a super. Every package can do key-in bonus, but those who do key-in bonus and earn money, they are those on the super package. That's why everybody wants to get to a super package. Now, let's say you are a super package and you are keying in any of the 4 packages. You key in the starter, you make $24 instant. You key in the star, $48 instant. You key in the supreme, $190.68 instant. You key in the super, $480 Namibian dollars instant. Now, the next income stream, we call it a direct sponsor bonus. A direct sponsor is anybody who introduces you to the business. Let's say you are the one that introduced me to the business. You are my direct sponsor. I didn't know the company. It's through you I got to know the company. Because I joined the business through you, the company will pay you a commission. Because if not for you, I wouldn't have known the business. Joining the business means I have given money to the company. So it is only fair for the company to share that money in commission with you. We call that one direct sponsor bonus because you directly introduce me to the business. Are you with me? Let's say you are a starter. These are the people you spoke to join the business. When you join on the lowest package. You started talking to people. Some said they would join, they didn't join. Some joined. If you are introducing a starter, you earn $200 Namibian instant. You introduce a star, you earn $240 Namibian instant. You introduce a supreme, you earn $480 Namibian instant. If you are introducing a super, you earn $640 Namibian instant. That is direct sponsor bonus. What if you are not a starter? You are a star. That means you are higher than a starter. Remember I said the higher your package, the higher your earning potential. Now, a star brings a starter, you earn how much? $240. But when you were a starter and you got a star, you earn $200. Are you with me? Now, a star brings a star, you earn $480. But a starter brought a star, you earn $240. Now, a star brings supreme, you earn $1,200. A star brings a super, you earn $1,280. What if you are not a star, you are a supreme? You are on the second highest package. When you are introducing any of the people there, you still earn. You introduce a supreme, you earn $2,800 Namibian dollars. But when a star bought a supreme, how much did he earn? $2,200. A supreme bought supreme, $2,800. Supreme bringing super into the business, you earn $2,560. What if you are on a super package, the highest package in SuperLife? When you are on a super package, that means that you earn on the maximum payout. There is nothing you cannot, there's no limit on your direct sponsor bonus. So you bring a super, you earn 5,600 Namibian dollars instant. You spoke to me, I joined the business as a super. You yourself, you are a super. The moment I join right now, you earn 5,600 Namibian dollars instant. We call that one direct sponsor bonus. Now, the next one is called the upgrade, the roll-up bonus and the upgrade wallet. Now, you remember I said the higher your package, the higher your earning potential. The lower your package, the lower your earning potential. Now, the roll-up bonus works this way. When you are in lower package, you can introduce somebody who is coming on the higher package, but you earn according to your package. You don't earn compared to somebody who's on the higher package. So even if you are not as fast or sharp or smart like those who are earning high, you can leverage on this particular income stream and make a lot of money. So the amount of money you mentioned, it is on this income stream that I made money. So I tell people, take your time to understand how this works. Even if you don't understand anything from the beginning to now. I beg, don't miss this one, because this is where poverty would run away. Because I tell people that even poverty, Nelson Mandela said, the poor man has no place in this world. Which is true. The poor man has no place in this world. Do you believe that? Even Jesus said it. So don't be doing your best to fight poverty in the world. Fight your own poverty and leave poverty alone. Do you get it? Yes, when Jesus was giving the jar of alabaster oil, you know his finance minister said something. He said, why don't we sell this expensive oil and make money and give to the poor? Those of us who are Bible believers. Jesus said, the poor you always have. Is that not so? It means poverty will always be there. So don't be fighting poverty. Fight your own poverty and leave the world poverty. Because Jesus said, the poor will always be there. That's why even the Bible did not say, blessed are the poor. The poor in substance. The Bible said, blessed are the poor in spirits. Do you get it? Mm-hmm. So it's not about the poor in substance. The poor in spirits. For they shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. That means if you are poor in substance, I'm not sure whether even in heaven you can be recognized. Because the Bible did not talk about poor in substance. It said those who are poor in spirit, yes, they will inherit the kingdom of heaven. So if your poverty is about substance, my brother, let's wake up, because heaven we cannot be sure. Do you get it? Yes. So this stage will help us to become rich in substance. Do you get it? Now, when you come on board a super, or you come on board SuperLife, let's say this is you. We have the left leg and your right leg. This is what we call the binary system. So this is called the binary system. So this is your left leg, this is your right leg. Are you with me? Now, you join the business fresh, your day one in SuperLife. This is how your ideology will look like when you join. So your left will be empty, right will be empty, because you just started. Now, you went out to talk to people. In other companies, they have 3 legs. We have just 2 legs to build. So it makes it much easier and convenient for us. So let's say that this is your left, this is your right. You went out to talk to people about the business. Some of them said they will think about it. Some said no. Some said they will join. Don't worry about those who said no. Some of them who said no, they will come back tomorrow and say yes. Even if they don't say yes, proceed on your business. I am making good money, although in my life I have people who said no to me. But it has not stopped me from making money. There are others who will say yes to you. So let's say you came on board star package. You are a star. You bring your friend on your left. You put your friend on your left. Let's say he's also a star package. Are you with me? The moment your friend joins, you earn You earn 480 Namibian dollars. I agree for bringing a star. Is that the amount? Yes. Then you bring another friend on your right. Let's say it's also a star. You earn another 480 Namibian dollars because that is the direct sponsor bonus. When you bring somebody on that package, this is how much you earn in SuperLife. Now look at this friend. Look at that friend. They are a pair. Is that not so? Now SuperLife will add you 288 Namibian dollars. The reason is that you have completed work on your two legs because these guys under you are now a pair. These guys are coming on board with a binary system just like you started. Are you with me? Anybody who joins the business comes on board with a particular mindset. If you say the product works, if you say the business works, then I want to do it. I also want to make money. That's the mindset people are coming on board with. So these two friends are coming on board with the same mindset. I want to make money. Now, he brings his friend on star. Let's say they are all coming on star. He will earn 480, just like you earn. We are talking about him, not you. He brings another friend on his right, star. He will earn another 480, just like you earn. The two of them are also a pair for him. The star pair gives you 288 Namibian dollars. Are you following?
Yes.
Now, this guy on your right is also coming on board with the same mindset. I want to make money. He brings somebody on his right, he brings somebody on the right. He will earn like you earn, he will pay 288 like you pay. Now, this is you. How many new pairs are under you? 2. Is that not so? There's one pair here, there's another pair here. What you will earn is 288 Namibian dollars times 2. Because there are 2 new pairs. The big question is that, are you the one who bought these 4 people? You just brought these 2. These 2 decided to go and work and make their money. They brought their friends, they made their money. The company said that if you did not bring these 2 will not bring these 4. So because you brought these 2 from the beginning, then indirectly you brought these 4. Do you get it? So the company pays you 288 times 2. Now these 4 guys are coming on board with the same mindset. We want to make money. So he has a binary system. He has a binary system. He has a binary. Everybody who joins SuperLife works on a binary system. He goes to bring his friend, he will pay. He brings his friend, he will pay. He brings his friend, he will pay. He will pay. Now, let's assume they are on that smaller package, star. Every star package, star pair is 288. How many new pairs are here? 4. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You are going to earn $288 times 4. Are you the one who bought these people? No. You just brought your first 2. Your first 2 brought their 2. They made their money the other way. This one brought their 2. They are making money and the company is compensating you because if you had not started the job, these guys would not be there. We call that one pairing bonus. It's just like you have a child at home. You took the child to school. The child got an award in school. They brought the award home. The child went out to play. They can't find the child. You being the mother of the child, do you have the right to take it or not? You have the right to take it because that is your child. Do you understand? If you hadn't given birth, she won't win an award. Do you understand? So if you had not brought the first 2, these guys will not be here making money. So because of your first effort by bringing others, the company keeps rewarding every other effort under you. So we call that one pairing bonus. It's in that order up to infinity. Now, this is just the star scenario, and you got just 2. What if you bring more than 2? It means that you will earn more than what we are calculating. Do you understand? Let's say you first brought 2, you didn't get anybody. These 2 brought people, and now it's up to this stage. Now, you now got your 3rd person, number 3. But all this place is full. Are you going to put the person here? No. You cannot put the person here too because it's only 2 legs you are putting. So the third person you are going to bring, it will either fall on the left leg of the last person on your left or the last person on your right. You decide where you want to place the person. Now, if you put the person under the last person, although this guy and that guy don't know this person you brought, they will earn money from his efforts. Do you get it? That means that 1, 2, 3 are earning from your effort because it is your effort that brought this guy. Do you understand? So you are not only earning from their effort. Anytime you work, they also earn from your effort. That is the parent bonus. Let's look at the super scenario. Because that is the start. Look at the screen. Let's say you came on board as super. You brought your friend on your left, super package. You earn 6,080 Namibian dollars. Because when you come on the super, the direct sponsor bonus is 5,640 or so. 5,600. And then the key in bonus is for 480. Because when you are a super, you do key in, you get paid. When you put that together, it's 6,080 Namibian dollars just for one person. Now, you bring your other friend on your right leg as super. It gives you another 6,080. The two friends are a pair, just like we showed you for star. But on super, it's not a child's play. This 288 is a child's play. Look at super pair. When you are a super, you are pairing, it is 2,560 Namibian dollars. When the super is pairing. When the star is pairing, it's 288. That's why everybody wants to be on super. So that your pairing can be maximized and you can make good money from it. Now, let's look at how much you have made just by bringing two people. It is 6080 plus 6080 plus 2,560 gives you 14,720 Namibian dollars. Now, don't forget that when you come on board as a super, you are entitled to 22 products. Is that also? Let's assume that you decided to use 10 products for you and your family. The remaining 12 products, you wanted to sell them. Maybe you are able to sell them, or you gave it to somebody who is a member to help you sell. Those 12 products, the money you get from those 12 products, if you add it to the 14,000, it gives you more than 21,000, which is a super package. So that means that just by bringing two, you would have gotten your initial investment back as a super. The rest of your days is supernormal profits. Are you with me? Now, these two guys are coming on board with the same mindset. If there's money, you want to also make money. He goes to bring his friends on his left and right. He will also pay. Not you alone, he will also pay. The other friend brings his friends on left and right. He will also pay. Now, you are up there. How many new pairs are under you? 2. So you are going to pay 2,560 times 2. It is not 288 because these are bigger packages. But the big question is, are you the one who brought it? So long as your team is working and you, that's all. Some will tell you they are not interested. Some will tell you they are interested. Work with the interested. Do you get it? Those who say they are not interested, when they see you making money, they will come back. Do you understand? Nobody wants to be left alone. So once it is good money that you are making, they will come back and you join hands and make your money. So it's in that order. What if it is not just one star on the left, one star on the right, or super, but they are mixed? Maybe one star on the left, super on the right. Will you still earn? Yes, even if it's in a mixed scenario, you earn. That's how it is. So you are a super, you bring a star, you earn, you bring a super, you earn. Now, that star generates what we call 100 PP. PP means purchase points. The super generates 1,000 PP. PP means purchase points. Now, the star and the super are on the other side. So you are paid on the 100, remaining 0 because you have been paid on it. The 1,000, you are paid 100 PP from the 1,000 because this side is 100 PP. So they cannot flash all the PP away because the rest will still be carried over to the next day. So when you are paid, the remaining becomes 900 PP. This 900 will not flash because you did not earn all. It will be carried over to the next day's activity. Even if the next day comes and nothing happens in your team, it will not flash out. It will keep hanging in there until there's a pair. So let's say the guy on your left brings 1 starter and 1 star. That will give you 50 pp plus 100 pp. That's 150. Let's say the guy on your right didn't do anything for that day. You still will not lose because you still have 900 pp hanging there because you haven't lost the 900. Now, the left still remains the lesser leg. That's 150. So you pair that 150 and then that will give you $432 Namibian dollars. You pair 150 from the 900, remaining 750, and this goes back to 0 because you have to pay for it. Now the 750 will not flash; it will also roll up to the next day's activity. So let's say the next day you got a super, and you got 1 super there. That super is 1,000. We'll give you 1,000 pp. Now you see the 1,000 pp. The 1,000 and the 750. Which one is lesser? The 750. So you notice that your lesser leg has changed. It used to be your left, now it is your right. So that is how the volumes interact until you are paid for everything. So you will be paid on that 750, remaining 0 and 250. Because when you take 750 from the 1,000, that's 250. It is in that order up to infinity. So the system automatically does the calculation and you don't lose anything. Let's look at 1 year scenario. Assuming you came on board as a star, you got, yes ma'am.
I had a question.
Okay.
Is there any scenario or incident that can cause someone's account to be deactivated or terminated?
To be deactivated or terminated?
Yes.
Yes, there's a scenario or an incident that can cause somebody's account to be deactivated or terminated. But I would wish at the end of the presentation, if this is asked, then we'll address it. But it is not, your account will never be terminated in the course of your business. You are signing up people, your team is working, nobody will terminate that account. It is only when you begin to do fictitious business in the system, that is when your account will be deactivated. But let's say you just joined and you haven't done anything for so long, nobody will deactivate your account. It's SuperLife. You don't deactivate the account because you are idle. Idle men are still members of SuperLife. Do you get it? So there's no way your idleness will cause your account to be deactivated. The only way your account can be deactivated, let's say SuperLife says before you sign up somebody, the person will be 18 years and above. If you go to sign up somebody who is 10 years, SuperLife will deactivate the account because it's against their terms and conditions. But not because you are idle. Do you understand? Yes. So now let's say you are the one up here, you got 2. Those 2 are bringing their 2 every month. You are not able to bring people every month. But the people you bring, they are able to bring the people they bring, and then they duplicate same for 1 day. In 12 months, when you put that together, you have 1,048,282 Namibian dollars in 1 day. Look at it. In 1 year, that's the amount of money you can make as a star. Now, I tell people that let's assume this money is even too huge for this guy, for us. Because maybe this guy is so good, he knows his business, that's why he's earning this kind of money. But you and I, we are slow but sure. And we even earn half of this money. It's still good money, not so. Because you just joined with only $2,400 Namibian dollars. And you are making $500,000 Namibian dollars in 1 year. It's a lot of money. Because no business can give you $500 million Namibian dollar for investing $2,400. Yes. Let's say that you are a super. You bring just 2 supers. You duplicate the same every month for 1 year. You and your team are working. In 1 year, you are earning $10,495,360 Namibian dollars. That's a super. That's why people want to get a super package, because the super package gives you the platform to leverage huge on everyone's effort. And they can also leverage on your efforts as well. Now, assuming you have the ability to sell, I said earlier on, SuperLife is not selling business. You don't need to sell to make money. Selling is not compulsory. For 1 month, from 1st to the 30th of the month, if you don't sell, nobody will penalize you in SuperLife for not selling. Nobody will block your account for not coming to sell. But if you have time to sell, it's good. I advise people who have time to sell. Because it is the selling that will give somebody the product to use and give a testimony. So if you have time to sell. Those who can sell, this is how they make their money. You buy a minimum of 2 STC30 at $80 or $1,600 million. You sell at $2,400 million. And then you make a profit of $800 million. If you are not a member of SuperLife, you cannot buy product directly from SuperLife. You buy, SuperLife sells only to their members. And their members now sell to the general public. So if you are not a member of SuperLife, you cannot buy directly. You have to look for somebody who is a member to buy. The reason is that SuperLife does not compete with their members for clients. So because we don't want to compete with our members, we allow only our members to buy from us. Then they go out there and sell to those who are not our members. I believe you get it. So the members who are selling can also make their profits when they are selling. It's very exciting. It's called the repurchase pairing. You remember I said when you come on board on any package, there's what we call complementary products. Every package comes with products. It depends on your package. Let's say you are the one up here. All these people are people you brought on board. So when they all join on different packages, they took products. Now they use the product is nice, they want to buy more. What do? They simply repurchase. So anytime somebody in your team, whether directly or indirectly, is buying products again in the company, you still make money. We call it repurchase pairing. So let's say you brought me on board. It's through you I joined the business. But you are home. You are not actually doing anything much. And I am busy buying more products. When I am buying more products, you still make money. We call it repurchase pairing. The reason is that some time back, when you introduced me to the business, the company paid you compensation for bringing me. We call that one direct sponsor bonus. Now, the same person, me, that you brought on board, I am now buying more product from the company. That means I am giving more money to the company. So it is only fair for the company to share a commission of that same money back to you. Because if not for you, I wouldn't be buying more. So we call that repurchase pairing. You pair up to your 30th level. Your level 1 are those you personally bought. Your level 2 are those the level 1 bought. Your level 3 are those the level 2 bought. It's in that order up to level 30. Are you with me? So repurchase pairing is not a pairing that you make on your efforts. Your team members are making efforts and you still earn. The last income stream is called the compressed unit level. Compressed unit level have not started. It's yet to start, to be announced within a year. It's based on authorship or maintenance. Generally in network marketing, people are required to buy at least one product once a month to keep their account active or their business active. That's what happens in every network marketing company. SuperLife says that we are putting authorship on hold to allow partners to make money in the business. Then they can use that same money to do authorship. You don't use money outside your business to do authorship. And authorship in SuperLife is still not compulsory. You do authorship when you are earning. If you are not earning, you don't need to bother yourself about authorship in SuperLife. But if we start authorship, people will get paid on what we call the compressed unit level. Let's say you are the one here. These are people that you brought. You place them on your left or on your right. Anytime they are buying a product, you get paid. But you get paid on percentages. You get paid on percentages because we can't tell how many products your team members will be buying. Some will buy 1, some will buy 5, some will buy 10. So because we can't tell, we cannot calculate. So the company puts that in percentages. So if the person is buying just 5 products, you pay 7% of the volumes of 5 products because you are the one who bought her. Now, let's say that my sister brought my brother. That means you are her level 1. Is that not so? Now, you brought her. She's your level 1, but her level 2. Now, you brought Mama. Mama is your level 1, but he's level 2, and her level 3. Mama brought Mommy here. She's your level 1, but you're level 2. You're level 3, and her level 4. Now, let's say that Mommy goes to buy 5 products If mommy is buying 5 products, it means that mommy here, who has her as a level 1, will earn 7%. Do you get it? My sister here, who has her as a level 4, will earn 6%. Do you get it? So you earn according to percentage and the level that the person is on your genealogy. That's how compressed uni level works. It doesn't mean that because you have 5 on each leg, you must have all 5 before you start earning. In SuperLife, it doesn't work that way. Even if you have just 1 on each leg, you earn 1 L, 1 R means 1 left, 1 right. Even if you have 1 person on your left, 1 person on your right, you earn up to level 2, which is 7%. If there are 2 on each leg, you earn up to level 4, which is 6%. If there are 5 on each leg, you earn up to your level 10, which is 3%. And I tell people that 3% is higher than 7%. Who agrees with me? You agree with me? Thank you more. 3% is higher than 7%. Now let me explain this. Well, let's assume that you remember your level 1 I those you personally boys. Now, when you came on board, let's assume you brought only 10 people. The 10 people are your level 1. You earn 7%. The level 1 bring 10 people each. If they are bringing 10, that means you have 20 people on level 2. You get it? If 20 people are bringing 10, it means on level 3, the number will increase. By the time you get to level 10, you are not having only 10 people in your team. So if do you want to earn 3%? Because by the time you get to level 10, there are over 100,000 people in your team. So would you want to earn 3% from 100,000 people, or you want to earn 7% from 10 people? Which one do you like?
3%.
That's why the 3% is higher than the 7%. So with this income stream, what you concentrate on is building your team, making sure that everybody in your team is growing. It gets to a time the money you earn can shock you. Even the devil will shock the devil. Do you understand? Now let's see the money you can earn. So the compressed level is built on the coconut, the golden coffee. The minimum amount of product you can buy in SuperLife is $25. So we've used that to do the estimation for compressed level. Let's say you're level 1, you only brought 10 people. Those 10 are bringing 10. People bring more than 10. But when you have over 50 people, right? You sign up over 50 people. Yes, in the business. But let's assume people are bringing 10. But there are people who have signed up over 100 people. But you are bringing just 10. You are level 1. If they are buying just 1 coffee product, that will give you $17.5. Level 2 would have been 100 people. If they are buying just the coffee, that will give you $175. Level 3 will give you $1,000. Your level 4 will give you $15,000. By the time you get to your level 10, it's mind blowing. You are in billions of dollars. Fortunately, nobody has reached here because SuperLife is still a new company that is growing. Maybe you will reach there. But we have somebody who have earned over $1 million in SuperLife as we speak. Nobody have earned beyond that yet because we are still growing. Maybe you will join and earn more than that. So that's the compressed uni level. 100% of the money you earn, it comes to you. 85% goes to your super point, 15% goes to your grade point. The 85% is your money, you can cash all. The 15% is still your money, you cannot cash all. The reason is that for you to have access to the 15%, which is your grade point, you have to show cause that you want to use it for this. If the money in that account can accumulate and can afford this, the company gives it to you. The company knows that the more we advance in the cars that we drive or the houses that we live in, those who didn't believe in your business, they will begin to believe in your business. Is that not so? So that's what the company says. Before you can earn that money, so long as you are earning, this accumulates. It keeps accumulating as you are earning. What is accumulating? If it can afford any of this, the company will give it to you. Then we have the ranks, the leadership ranks. So as you earn, you rise in ranks. So the first rank is the leader rank. I think we have so many people here who have earned around $5,000. Then we have Sapphire 10,000. We have Ruby 25,000. Then we have the highest founder ambassador $2 million. Nobody has reached here because we are still a growing company. Maybe you can hit the $2 million rank. Then the business is not just a business, it's a legacy. That's why you have it there, leaving the legacy of financial security and integrity for our children. Now, let's say that this is you, as we said earlier on, as you can see here. This is you. All these people came on board either directly or indirectly through you. God forbid, God calls you home. I believe you all understand the home call. Yes. If God calls you home today, He will not call all these people home on the same day. Will He? Unless maybe the world has ended. The rapture has come. If it hasn't come, and God calls you home, all these people, they will still be working. Some of them wouldn't even know it. So they will still be working, they will be making their money. And from the scenario, if these people are all making money, it means money will come here. Is that not so? What comes here goes to your next of kin. You don't die with it. That's why we say leaving the legacy of financial security and integrity for our children. So you can go into your SuperLife back office, add the name of a beneficiary to take over your account anytime you are no more. So the money you just read, there's somebody's name in the back office. God forbid, I will live to eat the fruit of my labor. But even if I go today, that money will keep increasing so long as my team will not die with me. That money will go to somebody who has no idea how SuperLife is because his name is there. Do you understand? So I won't die with my account. Although I am born, but whoever I put the name there will keep benefiting from that. It's like making the will. So that's one fantastic part of SuperLife. You can hand over your account to somebody even when you are dead and gone. So you don't die with your account. SuperLife is legally registered and approved. The products are recognized by the Medicine Board of Namibia. And anybody who gets on board can feel free to do the business without having issues because the Medicine Board of Namibia have approved the products that we bring on board. These are some of the testimonies. We have diabetes testimony there. We have goiter down there. We have skin issues down there as well. SuperLife won an award within 4 months after our inception. We got this particular award. I talked about the CEO whose elder brother was into network marketing. That's the elder brother up there and his wife. That is so. If anybody has a question to ask, anyone who have a question or there's something that you need clarity on. Yes, Rob.
I just want to find out. Do you get paid or when you say you get your money is in back a month for that's why you want to
do you get paid per what?
per month.
Per month? Or?
By once the person is going.
Okay. Thank you for your question. He's asking whether the payment that you get, is it per month or how is it done? Is that not so? The payment that you get, it is not per month. We have 3 different modes of payments. We have the instant payment, we have daily payment, and we have monthly payment. We even have annual payment. Now, the annual payment is the global crown bonus pool that I showed you, where at the end of the year, 10% of the profit is shared. That one is annually. Now, the instant payment is the key-in bonus or the direct sponsor bonus. These are instants. You bring me on board, I join right now, you earn right now. If you like, you can cash it right now. However, you can decide to leave it in the account until any time you want to cash. So you decide whatever time you want to cash. You can decide that you want to cash it in 1 month time, but it's actually paid to you instant. The parent bonus is paid by the end of the day or by close of day. That's the parent bonus. So we call that one daily income. So long as your team is working daily, you get earned on parent bonus daily. Then the compressed unit level, that one is going to be monthly because people are required to buy at least one product once a month. So when people are buying a product, you get paid on compressed unit level once a month. So the income streams, it depends on the income streams. Some of them are instant, some of them are daily, some of them are monthly, and one of them is annual. Do you get it? But when it comes to the decision to cash out, you decide whether you want to cash out in 1 week time, you want to cash it out right now after signing up, or you want to cash out in 1 month. You decide. You can choose to leave your money there for 1 month, nobody will take it. Only make sure that your password, you are the only one who have it. It's only for security reasons. We advise partners not to give their passwords to anybody that you cannot trust. Because if I have access to your ATM pin, you know what I can do to you. Is that not so? So your password is just like an ATM pin. So we tell people, keep your password confidential. But as to when and how you can cash it, it all depends on you. Is it right? All right. Yes, madam.
I just want to find out how many times you can use the ST30 and how long should one can use it?
Excellent. Excellent. How many times you can use STC30? How long should you use it? STC30 is taken once a day. 1 sachet a day. Just this one. A day. First thing before breakfast. Thank you, Mom. Before breakfast. 1 a day. Now, if you take more than 1, it will not cause overdose. It's just that you are going to waste the efficacy of it, because what works in you according to the manufacturer is 1 sachet. So it's just like doctors say you eat 1 egg a day. You can eat more than 1 egg, is that not it? But one will work in you. That's what they say. I don't really know how true that is. But they say you can eat 1 egg a day. So this one is also like that. It's just 1 sachet a day. But if you take more than 1, nothing will happen to you. But because of the price of the product, you'll be wasting the product if you are taking more than 1. However, I understand that people who are on chronic conditions, some of them use it more than once a day. Like people who have diabetes. I know of somebody, the person was pouring it under the tank and pouring the product on the sore until the sore eventually healed. Maybe the person is just experimenting different ways of applying the product. But what the manufacturer wrote is 1 a day. How many times do you have, how long would you have to take it? That's not the question. It all depends on you. But the product is not a lifelong product. You know there are some products you have to be on it for your lifetime.